that time?
We've been having a good time. Don't miss any old story out, because me and Miss Laura have so much fun, and we feel bad when you don't come. Yeah.
We miss you.
We just miss you terribly. We want you to be here.
And it won't be long. We won't have some of these video story hours because we'll be working on our summer reading program.
And we'll have some. I hope that we can come in the library. If we can't, we can go outside.
Right. We'll plan on going
I
outside.
heard you're all really going to have a lot of stuff. What's the theme for this summer? Can you tell already?
Theme?
Look across your heart and raise your hand. Promise you.
Don't tell nobody.
Okay.
It's called Tails and Tails. You know, like a puppy dog tail or a bear tail. And then a tale as in a book tale.
Story tale.
A story.
I got you.
So it's Tails and Tales, and so I've got all kinds of stuff planned.
I've been seeing you in there just working and working. Miss Laura been working, getting ready.
We're going to have a pet and zoo come to the library.
I love that.
And then we're going to have the science museum come, and I think they're bringing an alligator.
I'm scared of alligators. Let's do an alligator. You ready? She sailed away on a pretty summer day on the back of a crocodile. That's a little bit different from an alligator, but they're about the same. Now, Petty, you see, said she, he's just as tame as he can be. I shall ride him for a little while. But the crocodile winked his wicked eye, wink your wicked eye. When that lady waved goodbye, she was wearing a big old smile. Goodbye, I'll see you at Windy Sunday. She's never going to get there. But at the end of the ride, 1, 2, 3, snap, gang, whoop! The poor lady was inside. And this smile was on the crocodile. Make your crocodile smile, make him burp, burp. And get your grandmother to say, excuse me, please. Thank you, grandmother. And let's do Here Comes the Hungry Crocodile. I like that. Here, this is right now. Here comes a hungry crocodile with his sly, sneaky smile. Here comes a hungry crocodile with his sly, sneaky smile. Little fish, you better swim out of the way. Little birds, you better fly home to your mama today, because here comes a hungry crocodile with his sly, sneaky smile. He's going chomp, chomp, chomp. On the swallow! Oh, that's going to be dead.
Thought you got me.
You have to do that, make it scary. Well, it's Valentine time. Let's sing a Valentine song. Now, let's see. What colors are Valentines that we think of a lot?
Red.
Red. I just call it
Pink.
your heart. Pink, yeah. Okay, well, here's your piece of red paper and scissors, and don't cut your hair. You know, only babies cut their hair. You know, they'll do that. Look, Mommy, I cut my hair. When you get big, you got scissors enough not to cut your hair.
That's right.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let's cut out a Valentine. We're making Valentines today. Now get your pencil. They all say I, L-O-V-E, love, Y-O-U. Now you got to make a bunch of them. There's one for your mama and one for your teacher, and then make one for your best friend too. That's you. Happy Valentine.
Happy Valentine.
Okay, now let's see. We may not have had enough. Let's go. 1 red Valentine, 2 red Valentines, 3 red Valentines, 4. Let's see. 4, 3, 7. I ain't even got a dozen yet. I haven't made enough, so I'll just get the scissors and cut out just a few more. You know, if you're going to give Valentine, you need to give one to everybody.
You do.
I wish I could find a story that I had a long time ago. I used to have kindergarten a long time ago, and we had a story about a skunk. You know, skunks are bad, smell bad. People don't like them. They go, ah, skunk, you know. And Sandy Skunk was the name of it, and it was such a sweet story because nobody would give him a Valentine's Day. And he was so sweet and pitiful, and he would look around at the other animals at school, and he'd say, I didn't get any Valentines because nobody likes me. And there was one little chipmunk. He was so sweet, and he couldn't stand it. And so he got the kids all together, and he said, listen, gang, we're not doing right. Sandy is a really nice skunk. He's a nice guy. We need to make sure he gets Valentine's. So on Valentine's Day, the one year, Sammy, he just hated to go to that school day because he knew everybody be having Valentine. And he was feeling so bad. He said, I guess I won't get any Valentine because I was a skunk. They don't like me. And then all of a sudden they said, Sammy, woo-hoo, Sammy. And he said, are y'all gonna laugh at me? And they said, no, Sammy, look what we got for you. And they had a great big basket full of Valentine's
Aww.
Wasn't that good?
That was
And he
good.
said, oh, thank you, thank you. They said, we really like you, and they made sure everybody got one. You know, everybody wants to be liked. Did you know
Right.
that? No matter how big a stinker people are sometimes, you know, you say stinker when they don't act nice, cause some, you know, you're
Right,
like,
right.
but everybody wants to be liked. You know, Miss Laura, if you can find out that everybody, if you remember that everybody wants to be liked, and you can find something about anybody to compliment them and say something nice to them about them. Honest, you don't have to make up stuff, because
No,
that's
you
called
don't.
being flattering and insincere, and people soon learn you there. But you know, like even any boy who maybe he's pushing on people and mean to people, but he's a really good runner, you know, and you could say, boy, you really can run good, you're a good runner. Then that makes him realize that maybe he doesn't have to poke on people, that he's a good runner,
Right.
you know.
That's right.
So it's a good thing to learn to say, that's called giving a compliment or an encouragement. You know, the Bible says we should encourage one another and not say mean things to each other.
That's right.
So that's my lesson for today, Miss Laura. That's the list of all my lessons. You roll your eyes, Miss Laura. Now this is a cute little story. See, a lot of times little bitty people don't understand what Valentine is. See, they just think it's time for them to get candy or something like that. But a Valentine is really what you give to someone to show them that you like them.
That's
Or
right.
you love them.
Yeah.
Now let's see, there's a lot of different kind of Valentines. A hug is Valentine.
It
You know,
is.
you can hug your mama and your daddy and
It
or your
is.
teacher and say thank you for being so nice to me. Or if you can, you know, if it's somebody that likes to make cookies, you can make a few little cookies.
Oh,
You can
right.
give some cookies to them, or a little piece of candy. Or sometimes people give, like boyfriends give girlfriends a pretty flower or
They
something.
do.
Or something like that. So most of all, I think the best thing that you can give to somebody on Valentine's Day is just say, hey, it's Valentine's Day. I want you to know I really like you and you're one of my friends. And that would be
Yes.
real good. You wouldn't even have to give a Valentine.
That's right.
That's good.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, look, this is a very good story, and I think it's really now, a lot of you big kids like 5 and 6 years old, you already know about Valentine. But this kind of a little bitty kid one
Okay.
has Little Bear in it. I do love Little Bear.
I
It's
do
so dark.
too.
It's dark. I guess we could have, no, we're gonna save going on a bear hunt for your new book that's got that big old bear up there.
Right.
Come next week and we'll tell, or when you look again on Story Hour, Miss Laura has her book with that bear, and then we'll do us going on a bear hunt, because everybody likes that. Okay. You have to go really fast with that
do.
too. Okay. Now then, here we go. One day, Little Bear, who lived in the woods, decided that he would go down and see if there were any apples left on the apple tree. See, it had gotten winter time and all the leaves had fallen off and all of the apples in the fall had fallen, but every once in a while, one of the apples would hang on the tree and Little Bear would find it and it would be a nice treat for him. So Little Bear was going along and he sang all the time. I like Little Bears that sings it. It's a pretty day, it's a pretty day. The sun is shining, it's a pretty day. It's an outside day, it's an outside day. When the sun is shining, it's a... And then he looked down in the snow and he said, oh, what? There's an apple up on the tree and there's one that's already fallen down and on the ground. And he went over there and looked and he picked it up and he smelled it and he thought, this isn't an apple. It's red like an apple. Then he smelled it, but it doesn't smell like an apple.
What do you think it
I'm glad he didn't eat it. You know, he looked at it and he said, I don't know what that is. And there's one apple left up on that tree. I'll try to get up there and get it after a while. And he was standing there, he was puzzling over that pretty red thing, pink and red thing. He didn't know what it was. It was, you know what it is, a Valentine's story. And about that time, Redbird came twittering along. I think the Redbird really had his eye on that apple, but when he saw Little Bear there, he realized Little Bear had been planning to eat it, so he thought, well, I'll just find me a juicy worm somewhere. Wormville. Now, Little Bear picked it up, he held it up, and he said, hey, Reddy, look at here what I found. The Redbird said, oh, yeah. And Little Bear said, I thought it was an apple that had fallen off the tree, but that one apple's still up there. But I don't know what it is. I smelled it, and I licked it a little bit with my tongue, but it's not an apple. I can't figure what it is. Now, redbirds do not know a whole lot about Valentines. And so he looked at me and he said, well, it doesn't look like anything good to eat to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know. He said, I just can't figure what it is. Maybe it's some feathers that fell out of some kind of bird or something. I don't know. And he just spread his wings and flew on off, but he didn't get that apple hanging up that tree. I'm glad he didn't. Now little bear was standing there, and all of a sudden he looked, he heard, meow, meow. And there was Butter, the cat. That cat's in a lot of our stories. His name's Butter. School Mouse named that because it's yellow like butter. And Butter came and ran up the tree. He was a little bit scared of little bear. He liked it, but he was scared of him. And little bear said, hey, Butter, look what I found. Butter said, he didn't know what that was either. I think he probably thought it was a red mouse or something like that. But little bear said, I don't know what it is. I thought it was an apple. But it doesn't smell like an apple. It doesn't taste like an apple. And it really don't look much like an apple. It's a funny looking apple anyway. It doesn't look like that one hanging up in the tree. And Butter went, meow, meow. But cats don't know anything about Valentines. And little bear kept on standing there. And about that time, the dog came down. Oh, oh, that looks like a golden retriever.
It does.
I know a golden retriever named Tucker. Let's name him Tucker, okay? Tucker
Okay.
came down. Oh, 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 Tucker. Golden retriever's so sweet. He's wagging his tail. Oh, hey, little bear, what you got? Is it a bone? Little bear said, no, Tucker, you think everything anybody has is something to eat. Yeah, well, I like something to eat. Little bear said, well, I don't know what it is, Tucker. I found it on the ground. Tucker said, you want me to lick it? And the little bear said, no, that's okay. He said, well, I don't think it's anything to eat. If you want me to, I can dig a hole and bury it for you. And the little bear said, no, I don't want to get it all dirty. I guess I'll maybe take it home. Maybe Mama knows what it is. He was standing there talking to Tucker. Him and Tucker was talking. No, Tucker didn't know what it was either. But anyway, here came, this is Karen. That's Tucker. Tucker's her dog. And Karen came along. And she said, oh, hey, little bear, don't you love stories where animals can talk to people and people can talk to animals? I love it. I love a story. You can make anything happen in a story.
Right.
I love that. And the little girl Karen said, what you got? Well, little bear, where'd you find that Valentine? And little bear said, what? And she said, it's a Valentine, little bear. Today is a special day called Valentine's Day. And little bear said, what is Valentine's Day? And she said, that's the day that you tell people you love them. Somebody that you love, you tell them you love them. Like your mama, you can hug your mama and tell her you love her. Or your teacher, tell your teacher thank you for being a good teacher, you love her. Or a friend, thank you for being my best friend. And you can cut them out or you can buy them and they're shaped like that. That's a heart shape because love, we think about love from our heart, see?
That's right.
And little bear was listening to all of that. And then she said, little bear, who do you love? Little bear said, well, I love Mama. Little bear loves his mama. She said, well, I tell you what to do, little bear. Take that Valentine and go home. And knock on the door. And put the Valentine back behind you. And when your mama comes to the door to let you in, say, Mama, close your eyes because I have a Valentine's surprise. And your mother will close her eyes and you say, bend over, Mama. And then you put your arms around her and give her a bear hug. You know, a bear hug is when you hug somebody so tight that you go, when I was a little girl, my dad gave me a bear hug, and I learned about bear hug. She said, give your mama a bear hug. And little bear said, well, I am a bear. She said, little bear, that's a joke. Little bears don't get jokes very good. Hug your mama and then give her the Valentine and say, Happy Valentine's Day, Mama, I love you. So little bear said, oh, well, okay, I will do that, Karen, and thank you for telling me that. Are you going to get a Valentine? Oh, she says, oh, yes, we're going to have a Valentine party at school, and I've got a Valentine for everybody. So she went away, and little bear said, now I am going to my mama's. So he went back down to where he lived. The cave where he lived, and he called out, Mama, oh, Mama. His mama was in there. She was making I wonder what bears make. Something with honey on. Maybe she's
Something with
cooking
honey.
pancakes and they'll put honey on.
Oh, that sounds good.
Bears they would like that. Okay,
They
maybe
would.
that's what they were gonna have for lunch. She had some honey for Mama. She said, "That's little bear. Let me go see what he wants." And so he put the pound out back behind her, just like Karen had told her. And she said, "Well, what you want, darling?" He said, "Close your eyes and bend over, and I have a Valentine Day surprise." So she closed her eyes and she bent over. And then he put his little bear arms around his mama and he hugged her real tight. He said, "Mama, I love you. You are the best mama in the whole world. Mama, you smell so good. You smell just like dusting powder. You smell delicious." And she said, "Oh, and little bear, I love you so dearly too." And she said, "Happy Valentine's Day." And they hugged each other. And then she said, "And guess what? I made it special pancakes with honey on them, especially for Valentine's Day." And Little Bear said, "Let me at it." And that was the story of Little Bear and his Valentine. Now let me tell you what to do. Go to your mother or your grandmother or your daddy or whoever takes care of you that you love, and tell them very sweetly and very gently, say, "Close your eyes, bend over. I have a Valentine's Day surprise." Now don't do it till Valentine's Day. And then when they close their eyes, bend over. Don't push them, but be rough with them. Be gentle and hug them and say, "Happy Valentine's Day. I love you. Thank you for being my friend or my mama or my sister or my teacher or anybody." And give them a good hug and tell them thank you. And maybe they'll have pancakes with honey on them for you. That was a good story, right? Goodbye, goodbye. We're glad you came today. Bye-bye. You're supposed to throw kisses for Valentine's. Woohoo!